Lalish.
Mute.
All set, Asudha?
Yeah, Andy.
So you took your oath. So what will be your work every day? 2-3 hours ఉంటుందా?
Every day చేయొచ్చు లేదా weekend చేయొచ్చు. It depends.
So you need not go there.
No, because of the lockdown, no. But from the time I have started this, I have met most of the residents. వాళ్ళని కలిసి వాళ్ళ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ తీసుకుని బట్ officially ఇప్పుడు నాకేంటంటే I can launch the complaints on behalf of them.
Okay.
That's the good thing.
Yeah. Once we start and చెప్తేనే, then we will get started. I'll introduce and you will talk about yourself. I will introduce you as my friend and what you are doing and how this really emerged and how we are launching you to, utilize Sudha's help in your respective ward. So, Rodburn Chennai anedi, can we say it as a county or it is a town or it is a city?
It's a ward. It's one of the ward in Wiltshire, we can say.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. ఓకే, చూస్తున్నా మొత్తం చదివినా ఇప్పుడే కొద్దిగా. I was just trying to look at and understand what it is. So it is like a ward councillor in our municipality. Is that the same?
Parish councillor is like a municipal councillor and MLA is like one of the complete ward. Parish వాళ్ళు 5 members ఉంటారు, దాని పైన borough councillor ఉంటారు.
ఓకే. సో ఒక స్టేట్ కి అంటే యువర్ టౌన్ దిస్ స్విండన్ అనేది ఒక డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ కదా, దాంట్లో ఈ రెడ్ బాన్ షెనై అనేది ఒక చిన్న టౌన్ అనొచ్చా?
యా, ఒక వార్డ్. నార్త్ స్విండన్, సౌత్ స్విండన్ అని రెండు ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట. అందులో మాది నార్త్ స్విండన్, అందులో వన్ ఆఫ్ ద వార్డ్ ఇస్ రాడ్బాన్. అలా ఇంకా మూడు వార్డ్స్ ఉంటాయి.
సో మనలాగానే ఎమ్మెల్యే ఎంపీ ఉంటది వీళ్ళకి కూడా?
మనకి మనలాగా ఎంపీస్ ఉంటారు. ఎంపీస్ కింద ఎమ్మెల్యేస్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ బోరో కౌన్సిలర్స్.
ఎంపీఎస్ అంటే?
ఎంపీ అంటే ఇప్పుడు మా పైన కంప్లీట్ స్విండన్ కి ఇద్దరు ఉంటారన్నమాట, నార్త్ కి సౌత్ కి. ఎంపీ అంటే ఎలా చెప్పాలంటే మినిస్టర్ కైండ్.
మినిస్టర్. ఓకే. సో
ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్. బోరో కౌన్సిలర్స్ అరౌండ్ 15 to 18 members ఉంటారండి స్విండన్. ఇట్ ఇన్క్లూడ్స్ లేబర్, కన్జర్వేటివ్స్, ఇండిపెండెంట్, లిబ్డమ్, అందరూ అన్ని పార్టీస్ కలుపుకుని.
ఓకే. ఓకే. లాలేష్ రెడీనా? ఇంట్లో నుంచి బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ద కోవిడ్ పీపుల్ ఆర్ వర్కింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ హోమ్, సో మెనీ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్. ఓకే, నువ్వు ఎలా కాల్ చేసి చెప్తావా నాకు ఎలా? ఆల్రెడీ 2 minutes ఎక్స్టెండ్ అయింది. ఓకే, ఫాస్ట్ చేసేసి. యా, దట్స్ గుడ్, దట్స్ గుడ్. ఇంకా మందిని కూడా యాడ్ చేస్తున్నా అందుకే, బికాస్ పీపుల్ మైట్ నీడ్ యువర్ హెల్ప్ ఇన్ ఎనీ వేస్. అలా అందుకే ఒక గ్రూప్ క్రియేట్ చేసి ఐ వాంటెడ్ పీపుల్ టు టేక్ యువర్ హెల్ప్, యూ కెన్ టేక్ దేర్ హెల్ప్ అండ్ ఆల్ దోస్ కైండ్స్ ఆఫ్ స్టఫ్.
షూర్ అండి. అండ్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద పీపుల్ లండన్ నుంచి కూడా కాల్ చేస్తున్నారు. వాళ్ళకి ఫ్యూచర్ లో ఎలా లీఫ్లెటింగ్, ఎలా క్యాన్వసింగ్, దేనికన్నా హెల్ప్ కావాలంటే చెప్పమని చెప్పాను క్లియర్ గా. సో హ్యాపీ టు హెల్ప్ వాళ్ళకి ఎలాంటి అవసరం ఉన్నా కానీ డెఫినెట్లీ దే కెన్ రీచ్ అవుట్.
See, my interest is all that one, creating a group. It will be useful. What I do, people also can see and they can help each other, and we need to become powerful. That's the goal.
That's good. Yeah.
That's the goal. So dantlo few of my cousins are also there from London, Milton Keynes, and one other guy Oxford దగ్గర ఇంకోటి ఏదో ఉంటది, మన వెంకటేశ్వర స్వామి టెంపుల్ ఉంటది, అదేంది? Birmingham. Yeah, I lived there almost 19 months. 2 years అనుకోండి, ఇంకా క్లోజ్ టు 2 years.
నేను వచ్చే టైంకి మీరు లేరు. అదే వంశీ అడిగారు ఎక్కడో చూసాను ఏంటి అంటే, నేను పర్సనల్ గా ఎప్పుడు కలవలేదు. ఇట్స్ ఆల్వేస్ త్రూ సోషల్ మీడియా అనే మేము కలిసింది. గెట్ అ ఛాన్స్ టు వర్క్ టుగెదర్.
I used to live in the town center. Town center లో అదేదో విండ్సర్ ప్లాజా అనేది ఉంటది.
ప్లాజా.
I used to live in the plaza. Almost 2 years close ga I lived there. Then I almost southwest anta tirigina, but I couldn't go to countries. That is the mistake I did. I should have really gone through every, but still I have one stopover. I don't know when. Pandemic lekapothe I would have done now itself.
Anytime if you will come.
రెడీనా?
ఓకే సార్, రెడీ. కొంచెం నేను చెప్తున్నాను, కౌంట్ డౌన్ చెప్తున్నాను. రెడీ కదా మీరు?
యా, మేమిద్దరం రెడీ. ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఇస్ ఓకే కదా? కరెక్ట్ సెంటర్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్
అన్నీ ఓకే. మీకు కూడా ఇచ్చేస్తాను. నేను కౌంట్ డౌన్ చెప్పేస్తాను. ఇంకా కౌంట్ డౌన్ చెప్పగానే ఫోన్ దూరం పెట్టండి సార్.
Yes, so they're almost ready. He's
sorry sir, first time late అయిపోయింది.
Yeah. లేదు లాలేష్, మన మీద ఇంట్రెస్ట్ పోతుంది.
యాక్చువల్గా నాకు గుర్తులేదు సార్.
రేపు ఇంకోటి ఉంది, మళ్ళీ మర్చిపోవద్దు. రేపు ఇంకోటి ఉంది. అయితే ఒక రోజు ముందు కాల్ చేస్తా ఇప్పటి నుంచి.
అంటే నాకు సడన్గా
తెలుసు లాలేష్,
ఇక్కడ బయట ఉన్నా.
నేను ఒక అసిస్టెంట్ పెట్టుకోవాలి వెరీ సూన్. ఓకే ఓకే ఓకే. సో పీపుల్ విల్ బి వెయిటింగ్, అందుకే ఐ డోంట్ లైక్ లేట్ చేస్తే మనకు.
ఏంటంటే మా ఇండియా ఆఫీస్ లో, హైదరాబాద్ ఆఫీస్ లో అది ఏదో ఆఫ్ చేసి పెట్టి విషయం. మరి ఎట్లా తీసుకోవాలి, దాన్ని ఎట్లా తీసుకోవాలి?
ఓకే, సో ఇక్కడ జనాలు చూడగలుగుతారు, ఫ్లైయర్ లో ఉన్నాయి చూడాలి. అదర్వైజ్ పీపుల్ విల్ హ్యావ్ టెక్స్ట్ లో చేసుకుంటారు నాకు. ఓకే చలో,
నేను లింక్ ఇస్తున్నాను మీకు.
ఓకే,
ఇప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ కాగానే
సో ఇస్ ఇట్ యువర్ డిన్నర్ టైమ్? 9 అంటే
లేదండి, ఇట్స్ 4:30.
సో ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు మన తెలుగు వాళ్ళు ఇప్పటివరకు బరో కౌన్సిలర్ గా?
ఐఎమ్ ద ఫస్ట్ వన్.
ఇంకొక అబ్బాయి ఉన్నాడంట కదా,
తను రెడింగ్.
ఓ ఇక్కడ ఏరియాలో యు ఆర్ ద ఫస్ట్. రెడింగ్ లో కూడా చాలా మంది ఉంటారు మన వాళ్ళు.
యా, రెడింగ్ లో చాలా మంది ఉన్నారు. మా హోమ్ ఆఫీస్ కంపెనీ కూడా అక్కడే, రెడింగ్.
నలేష్ ఏమైంది ఇంకా?
రెడీ, 10 seconds.
ఓకే, రెడీయా?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Welcome to Mana TV and TV5. And today's our show, Insight with Praveen Puram. So we have a wonderful guest with us, Sudha. So who is talking from Swindon directly. And she is recently elected as a borough councillor. And we will learn more today about what is her role, what motivated her to take up this challenge in the political system. And really great to see a Telugu person being in the council of the town and ward. So welcome, Sudha.
Hi Praveen, thanks for giving this opportunity and bringing me over to you. And
thank you so
everyone,
much.
good afternoon and good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Yeah, so I think today's show would be for all the NRI audience, Sudha, and you have done a wonderful job so far. And it is a very inspiring story where I wanted to tell all the audience about what you have done. How did you achieve this? Why don't you get started and introduce yourself, and how many years you have been in Swindon, and what motivated you for this position. So over to you, Sudha.
Thanks, Praveen. We moved from Hyderabad. Basically, I'm from Hyderabad and married to Vamsi Kalyan, who is from Vijayawada. And we moved to UK in Swindon through App Labs. It was in year 2010. And then later, it's all IT world. I'm into IT and my husband is into IT. And slowly we started this conversations when there was a Swindon Hindu temple emerged in Swindon. And due to many of the local people and local communities, I got in touch with them. And that's how the charity started. Initially, we used to do the charities for homeless people through Swindon Hindu temple. And there are many things like food for homeless and blood donations. Like this, we have done many other things. Especially in the last this COVID times, we have done the shopping for the vulnerable people and doing many social activities where people are required. That's how we heard that there should be a voice that needs to be raised, and it has to be the local community. For an example, the main reason to come into this is to help community. And when I saw that there should be someone who should be a voice from where where the people can talk, where the residents can talk. In most of the areas, what we have observed is the borough councillor or parish councillors do not stay in their local wards. That is the main concern people are raising. So they don't know where exactly they need to go. Same complaints we have heard like multiple times, but they were never heard by someone. That's how I came into politics. Like, I love people, and there are many people who love to do the social work along with me. And there are many volunteers who involve with me in helping most of the people and doing many good jobs to the team members and all the audience, we can say, or the residents.
Awesome, Sudha. This was definitely a special place for me, Swindon. So most of my 2 years of my journey in UK, I have been there. I lived there. I'm sure that at that time we do not have any Hindu temple, and glad that we have a Hindu temple. So definitely I will also plan to visit soon, Sudha.
Definitely.
So coming to this borough council. So the reason I want you to share your experience and share your roles and responsibilities here, thinking, as you rightly said, we should have a voice. Wherever we live, in which part of the country, we should have a voice, because we live there. Our kids, we bring up them, and we take care of them the whole life. They start their life there. So coming to the politics, this is something different from your world of IT. So how did this happen? And in a short span, this is an elected role, I believe, right?
This is the first time that our party, the Conservatives, took over the Labour Party, because from the time this place has emerged, it's been a Labour Party. And this is the first time that an Indian, being a lady, first borough councillor in this area. And it really gives me a pride that this is definitely possible because of the support of the people, and all Indians, most of the Indians did support me. They were always there for me. They took, even for the leafleting, canvassing, along with all the conservative people, friends, everyone. I must say that Indians definitely made a major difference in this one.
What is the motivation, Sudha? Definitely being a girl in our community, it's not so, it's until and unless the woman is very, very outspoken and they are interested. So in this case, I know that you did a charity, and, you have started your career like that as a responsibility, but eventually it's going to turn into your political career. So who was your motivation, and how did this kickstart the whole process?
I never wanted to come into politics because I always thought that charity is like the way I want, I can do it. And it was my husband who told me that along with the charity, if you have a power to do something, you know where exactly whom to approach when you are in need. That's where I moved into politics. And there was some function at our place. So there is a guy called Suresh Gatapur, who came to our place for visit, and he told that you should get into politics. And I said, no, that's not cup of my tea. Then my husband said, no, definitely. It's like he was more enthused than me. He was always supportive. And I can say these guys are the inspiration for me to get into politics.
Great. I think hats off to Vamshi, first of all, accepting for you to be in this race. And tell us more challenges as a woman, you being in the race, right? It's a elected position. Did you encounter any of the challenges? Like typically when you contest in India, it's totally a different ball game, right? How did you face any challenges, or it was a smooth walk?
Definitely, it was not a smooth walk because this was not our area, we can say. And there is a guy who called Jake Chandler, who was like my support and everything. He used to plan everything. And there are many houses when we went for canvassing, people like just in front of us putting our leaflets into the bin because they said, you don't deserve here. And it's like everything what I have learned is it's a journey. People don't like us because this is the first time. Definitely there were many people who did not do anything, and there is no way that we can say that no, come on, trust us. So slowly we started building that trust in the people. We have met multiple people. We have met them again and again. When their concerns raised through emails, we have addressed them. There are a few incidents where we went personally and met them and resolved few of the issues. And after I became a borough councillor, my first issue was to resolve one lady's issue, and that got resolved. I can proudly say that it's not what I just said when the leafleting or for elections. I believe in doing what we say. And moreover, I tell to all the people in the community that we are here. If you need any kind of concerns, please raise to me. And I assure you that it's not done immediately, but definitely we will be making sure that it is done. So it's not a smooth journey. There are multiple people who support us and there are people who don't support us. But end of the day, it's what we do to the community makes a major difference.
Obviously, so that I think definitely you have a very strong vision to, after coming it, I could see that the confidence, the body language, and the way you want to serve the community. We all are there and we will support you, and all our people across the UK will be proud of you, and we wanted to see as the next level. Before making the audience understand what exactly is this borough council and how it fits into the in the district of your Swindon. And before talking to that, I wanted to understand the geographical location, the location where you are. How many Indians are there, and how many Britishers are there in that particular? What is the ratio if we were to analyze?
We can say it is like 50-50. 50% of them are the white people who are here, and 50% we can say Indians, Goans, and the other country people.
Okay.
The pride thing about this area is, along with the Indians, there are many people who support the Conservatives because they have seen the difference that we have done to the community. That's the main thing.
Awesome. So tell me more about your campaigning. So is it unlike in India? Do you have to incur a lot of expenses to campaign? The reason I'm asking all these questions are I want to motivate people wherever they are. They have to come forward. They have to stand to the community. They have to have a voice in the political system. Unless we have a political system, if we have a voice in our political system, we cannot achieve anything. So that's the reason I wanted to know more inspirational journey from you, where people who are really having a zeal to do this, they can achieve by looking at this interview.
Definitely, Praveen. Most of the thing I can say is we are not supposed to spend even a single penny, unlike India. Like India, if we say politics, we have to spend the person who spends more money will win or will get the faith of the people. But here, what I have observed is we are not supposed to spend even a single penny from our pocket. All the expenses are paid from the party. And our MP, Justin, was very helpful on this. Wherever required, he initiated himself that is there a way that we can go ahead with one more leaflet to promote yourself and do what are the good things we are doing and all. So it's good thing that we never put even a single penny from our pocket. Everything was backed by the party members itself.
That's great, Sudha. This itself tells everyone who can really come and serve the community. So very evident that money is not a constraint. Your zeal, your effort, your aspiration to serve the community is very important here. So tell me, when you are campaigning, you might have met so many Indians as well as the Britishers, right? Did you encounter any of the racist comments or any of the challenges? Anyone questioned about your experience or some? Please share any of the experiences through your journey.
Definitely, there were no racist comments over here, Praveen. But the only thing is, it's about the political parties. If the party that, because this is not our area, as I mentioned, this is like a hardcore labor area. And this is the first time that our party could take over this area. So there were no negative comments. It's just like few of the people don't like us. It's because we never did anything here. I mean, we never ruled this area in a way we say. This is the proper labor area. And the main thing I have encountered is few people don't like the party. It's irrelevant of who I am and what I am. They don't see what exactly a person is here. When it comes to a party, they take it as a party itself.
So coming to the party, Sudha, why did you choose this conservative party? Because explain us more how many parties are there. Why were you inclined towards this party? There should be some reason or some motivation from this party, right? We all wanted to know what it was, how you were judged, how did you do your judgment before coming into this party?
To be frank, when I came here, all the people whom I met, like there are many inspiration people like Pradeep Bharadwaj, who is also a chairman for the Swindon Hindu Temple, Ashish Chanawar, who brought me into this temple charities and all, like I told you, Suresh Kattapur. These all people were from the Conservative Party. And I have seen the people that they were working for them. And that's the reason I, by default, followed them with the Conservative Party. And overall as well, I have heard many good things about this party. That's how I got into this conservatives. It's not that I did not get into labor or anything, but yeah.
So when you started this journey, Sudha, what were a couple of things you got to read, right? See, before getting into politics, you should understand the structure, the hierarchy, the people, the geographical area, the challenges, the problems. So what were your thought process? Maybe it's a month journey for your election.
It was almost 3 months journey before I stood, because earlier my area was a different area, but recently I was moved to Rotwanchini. And Jake helped me a lot to understand the concerns of this area because he was the member who stood last time. And he always explained me what exactly is the situation, what are the concerns we have raised. And we worked together a lot and jotted many issues that are closely going on and what exactly I'll be working on if I get selected. Now I got selected, but yeah, before I get selected, I used to tell people that even if I don't get selected, I am part of this community and always there to help and raise the voice. And sometimes it is that we raise the voice, but it has to be re-raised again and again until it gets solved or heard by someone. That's how all this.
Awesome. So in your 3 months journey, the first day when you met either Suresh or anyone from the temple and everyone told you that, you have to participate in this, what went in your mind when you went back to when you went back to your home, discuss with your husbands? Tell me a few things, what went in your mind and how this has converted to a yes, I will participate.
I was known that I am participating from some other area, but recently in last December, we moved the home and it is just local. It's like not even a mile from where I stood for the last 11 years. So Justin, I can say that he had a trust in me and he said that you would be the best person for here. And luckily, Jake was always there and supported. And these were the people who told me that I'll be participating from this area. Then I thought, okay, being in this area, and I think this will be where I will be for the next of my life, I can say. Awesome. So then we started digging more into what exactly are the issues that are being faced. And we know that, okay, this is not, we never, like our party, the Conservatives never won here, but there are good number of chances that we have to do something and earn the trust of the residents and all. That's where we started. We digged more info on it. We have met most of the residents and more Indians. Indians were always supportive. Like most of them never went to vote, but because of, at least we told, trust us and definitely someone will be there to hear you. That's how all the journey started.
Awesome. What would be the population if I were to ask you in this ward?
In this ward, it will be around 12,000 people.
What are the, how many votes did you get?
The percentage of voters itself was 33, 30. Out of which I got 1,300 plus. And below me, it was a labor who was 1,200.
Awesome. You almost had 50% of the votes. That's great, Sudha. That means that you have a good following in the ward. And we all wish that you do more to this. So let me ask you one more question. So when you were the contestant, So the Conservative Party, how is the selection process and why were you selected? There might be other Britishers as well in the ward, right?
So how the party look is what exactly we have done earlier. I mean, how active were we in doing some work to the community? That's how I think they have selected me. I mean, it's not about a selection process as well. It's like always people think who exactly worked on this area and who can work more closely to this area. That's how the criteria depends upon. And if someone trusts us, especially Justin in this case, or Jake, or anyone, they are the people who trust that, okay, this person is the exact fit for this area because the person stays there and they are local to the area. They can help and they can hear people when they need it. That's how is the selection area. It's like just what we do to the community, how eager you are showing to help the community, and what could you do.
Yes, awesome. What were some of the charity activities which you can say that, yes, I have served the ward, entire ward, irrespective of Indians or Britishers, but totally in the ward? What kind of activities you have done, Sudha?
After selecting here, we have done most of the litter picking in few of the areas. We are there are few things that we are planning to do as we go ahead. We are planning to conduct the surgeries as well, where we can have like a weekly or bi-weekly meeting wherein the MP directly gets connected with the local people or the local residents. Rather than me raising their concerns, they have an opportunity to talk directly to us and explain what exactly is going on and all. And along with this, we have few of the issues that has been raised by the residents. That's where we are more concerned now and working towards them. Litter picking, we can say roads and speeds. Most of the concerns were these, and parks. Like there are almost a list which we will be working soon.
Awesome. So how are the meetings conducted over there? Definitely people from US, people from India, or our families would be really interested to know what kind of meetings you have done, especially in this pandemic, how the meetings were and what kind of crowd comes to these kind of meetings.
Usually when you get as selected as a borough councillor, you will be having an option to select what exactly you are keen to work on. For an example, if I choose, I want to work with the children people or for the road safety or for schools. So there are multiple lists that we need to get an option to select from. For an example, if I select as children, then I have to attend few of the meetings wherein all the related to those activities will be heard. So it's like we have when we get selected, we also be given an option. It's like not a mandatory that no, you have to do this. In that option, how it is like, I mean, what is your availability on weekdays, whether it will be morning, afternoon, or evenings, or on weekends, if you want to do it, how it will be like morning, afternoon, or evening again. So based on few of the selections, most of the people do it in the evenings. So most of the calls are through Zoom and all the details are then taken through that. So all the counselors, irrespective of which party they are from, will be attending those meetings and we'll take it from there.
So tell us more about the parties. How many parties are involved, Sudha? And what is the popular parties you were contesting against? And what is your achievement there?
There are 5 parties all over when this process has been going on. And it is the Conservatives, the first one. The second one is the Labour. And the third one is Lib Dem. And the fourth one is the Greens Party. And the fifth one was the Independent. So I'm sure everyone works very hard for their party, but the very close one to me was the Labour.
Okay, so why are Indians are really I know part of this Conservative Party? Is there any attachment towards Indians, or what is the motive to be part of this Conservative? Is it only in this word or across the UK?
This time, most of the things what we have seen positive is even nationally, the Conservatives has increased the demand now. It's because the work that they have done and they have shown clearly what exactly they have achieved. And they were there when it's like one of the COVID vaccines, they were there. And most of the benefits that NHS has been getting and most of the things that they are doing worldwide is definitely a reason for the Conservatives to be on the top.
Awesome. Awesome. So now you are an elected borough councillor, right? So what are your top 5 challenges or top 5 things you want to do to the community, irrespective of Indian or Britishers, but what is your top 5 things you wanted to take it up?
A few of the things I want to first, the consideration of the speed limits in my area. And one of them is definitely a litter picking. And there were a few concerns about the rubbish picking or the bin pickings and all. And there were play areas, we can say. And one of them, we can say parking and traffic.
Wow.
These will be the high.
That's great. That's great. So in these of the top 5, if you were to pick, what is that bothers Indian community? So do we have anything which Indian community always bothers about, and they might reach out to you?
Not specific to Indians, but definitely it would be all the residents, we can say. One of them was definitely a litter picking, because most of the people, especially the kids, whatever they eat, they just throw it away. And that's how the streets get destroyed. And most of the people, really, the residents are so helpful. Even at the time of canvassing, there are a few ladies who were always like, we do the volunteering. We just go with the bags and just start picking on the roads. And there are many volunteers who are always ready and happy to help us. That will be the one. It's not specific to any origin, but yeah, it's common.
How was the warm welcome to you from the community? Share us about your experience after becoming the borough councillor, and how many of them met you, and what are the different ways of warmth welcome you got so far?
Because of the social distancing now, it is very rare that people can come personally and meet. And because of some personal issues at home, people are not allowed to come into the home. But I have received so many calls all over the UK, even from London, people called up from Reading and all, whom I don't even know. It's like a Telugu community. They have made one thing that, okay, we all are Telugus now. We have to get in touch with each other wherever any help required. And there are thousands of messages, calls everywhere. Like they said, they're really proud of me. And there were in the communities WhatsApp groups as well, like she's the first Indian lady counselor, and that's too, she has achieved an area which is not her area, taken from some other party and all. So it feels really proud that, okay, we have, till now I said, okay, we won. But now I feel proud that, okay, we have achieved something which is really great. And it's like one part of the journey is done. Now the main part starts now, like what I'm going to do to the community, how I'm going to help them, what difference I can bring to the community is the main thing that we need to do. I always thought, okay, one chance if given, we should prove what we are, so that next time we don't have to ask for the vote. Definitely they know who is the best person to get or go for.
I think you will do better than what is expected, Sudha, because that is not new to you, right? You never expected this position. You never expected to be part of the political system, but still people gave an opportunity. That is a blessing. And I'm hoping that you will do more things to the community, and excel in your career as well. So let's talk about more about your job. So are you going to do parallelly both of them? Are there any challenges from the work, family, and this political aspect of it? How are you going to manage?
None of these are related to each other, Praveen, to be frank, and I'm blessed for this. They don't have any specific times that we have to do this. It is just like how much time we can spend for the community. And mostly it will be weekends and everyday evening. Even like it's been a week that I have taken up this role, and we have like raised almost 10 to 15 concerns that I have received from the community people, and I'm regularly in touch with them, keeping them updated what exactly is happening with these issues. And that's what the people expect. It's like if they send me some email and they expect the response that, okay, at least I have listened to it and have raised it to the concerned people. So there is no work wise there won't be any impact. And especially with the family, I'm blessed to have my husband. He's always supportive. Even if I'm not there, if I'm not able to cook, he won't say anything. He'll manage himself and he'll take care of my son.
Awesome. So what is your next plan? How you want it to be more available to the community, especially if any of the community who do not you as Sudha, borough councillor, tomorrow, what is the ways they can communicate to you?
All my leaflets had my email ID, my contact number, and everything. That is very rare that leaflets have. And from the time we have started the leafleting, I have received so many emails from the residents, and I have personally met them, took their concerns, took the photos, and raised all the ways we can. So I say the same thing. Even I'm planning to create a Facebook page like a counselor Sudhashri, so for RC. So the people will know that, okay, Rod Bonchini, if they are facing anything, they can share directly to me over there, or even whatever I am doing, I want to keep it transparent with the residents that this is what we have been achieved till now, and these were the issues still online and pending, and they will be resolved soon. So on track record, we say, or transparency, I want to maintain. And Facebook will be the most social media that people will like to get in touch. And most of the residents have my mobile number now. I keep getting calls, I get the emails. They are such lovely people, and I'm happy to help them the way I can.
Awesome, Sudha. I think you should also do a weekly connect with them through your YouTube channel, or tweeting them, and that's almost now you are a celebrity. But definitely you are a celebrity, and we hope that you resolve everyone's problem. So tell me about your family. How did your mom and dad react for this, and especially your in-laws? Is there any hard comments from them, or they were very, very receptive of it, or what are the comments you got from them?
My in-laws hail from Vijayawada, and my father-in-law is Dr. M.L. Naidu, and mother-in-law is housewife, Lakshmi, Mahalakshmi, we can say. They are just like my parents. They never say no to anything that I say I want to be interested in. So really, they were happy for the achievement. Awesome. Never had any kind of negative comments or hard comments. My mom at least say, do you really need this? But my in-laws were never they were always supportive.
And also, we all are connected through App Labs, and I'm proud that you are App Labsy, and I'm also part of App Labs. And I've also shared this with most of the App Labsies as well. And I'm sure that most of them are eager to see this, and our well-wishers, good friends. The reason I want you to be on this show is because you have to become inspiration to others, being remote. If anyone has any challenges, either the students coming on, what is that, the visa?
It's ICT that we came in, yeah.
Yeah. So when I was there, it was HSMP. So the reason I want to make aware that Sudha is here, it's not just to make you popular. It's to make everyone aware that our colleague, that our friend, that our Indian community friend is there to help. And I'm sure that most of them have reached out to you, and they have seen these flyers floating around and you being on that. And I will also ensure that this is reachable to everyone. And I'm very glad. And I'm also telling everyone in the community, you have to serve. Not only you live happily, but also you should let others to live happily. As a part of this particular show is only for the NRI community whom need help. So that it is not only you helping in UK. A lot of calls comes to me for the passport issues, for the visa issues, and some violence issues. And I try my level to solve in these areas, and hopefully you also will do. Now, before we close, I think we are already close to 30 minutes of our time. I just wanted to touch upon what are the geographics, how this political system in UK works, and exactly zoom into your position and tell us more about your responsibilities.
Okay. As mentioned, most of my responsibilities will be dealing with the residents over here. And upon selection of what I have selected, I have not yet done my selection, but once I do that, I will be closely working on those areas. For an example, if I take traffic or children, then that means that I'll be closely working with that from that side. And all the issues related to traffic or any speed limits, everything, all those related things I'll be dealing with. And in the same way, if I take wastage or anything, recycling and all, I'll be mostly closely working with these areas related to bins, whether they have been picked, litter picking has been done or not, whether plastic has been collected or not in those sites.
So what is the tenure of this borough councillor, Sudha?
It's 4 years.
What's that?
It's 4 years. It's 4 years.
4 years. 4 years. So tell us more about this, the local government. So if you talk about your area, your district is Swindon, right? Just compare it to our Indian so that, our people understand who is seeing this interview. They can understand exactly, they can relate to you where Sudha stands in our district, and what is our role to serve to the people.
What I understood from the role is like last time when I stood as a parish counselor, they told me that you are like a municipal counselor, something like that, which we compare in India. And borough counselor is like a MLA handling 5 or 6 wards of this. And I especially take care of the Rodborn Chini, which is the pride. And this is what I understood from these elections, that it's like a MLA, borough counselor means.
Wow, that's awesome. So tell us more about your what you can do, what you cannot do. Maybe in a nutshell, for example, if I'm an Indian living in your area, what I can come to you, what I cannot come to you.
What I have told to the residents is anything, if that is not even in my control, what we can do is we always have the party members who are always helpful. For an example, if anything I cannot, for an example, I'm not in limit of doing it. If I can just raise this to the concerned members or a cabinet member, they're always happy to tackle this. There is no situation that I cannot handle or anything like that. But any concern raised to me, if it's out of my boundaries, I can definitely reach out to my higher reps. They will be always happy to help any kind of issues. There is nothing that, even if it is related to, we might not be the best person to deal with it, but at least we can guide who exactly they can deal with.
Yeah. So most of our Indian community, definitely they'll be mostly interested in the visas. If I have any issues in visa, if I have any,
Even
my
if when I
passport,
was
how
not
can I?
like even when I was not counselor, like there were many people who approach us for the OCIs, whom to contact. There are many people who are in high commission who are always helpful, and we can guide exactly whom to reach, how to reach, what exactly is needed. So all these, definitely anytime, any questions, they can happily approach me. Most of the people do that as well.
So what is your message to all the IT guys who come, right, to UK or US or anywhere? They come to your area and now you have proved that you can become a public servant and serve the community. What is your suggestion or message to our IT friends and the young generation?
Most of the IT guys, I can say that even I thought that we have to be British to stand in elections, but it's nothing like that. Anybody can serve the community. That's what I have learned after coming here. So we urge most of the people, please come forward. We need all of your support. It's always a change that needs to be seen. So everyone are welcome, irrespective of what background you're coming from. If you want to serve the community, you're most welcome. You can join us at any point of time and we can together do magics. Trust us.
Awesome, Sudha. And also, I want you to look through for opportunities who are very aspirants, are very active in the community. For example, if you have any of the ways to serve in police department, if you have any ways to be the bridge between the Indian consulate and also this, so these kind of things which are very useful to the community, I would also recommend and think through these areas, not only from what you are serving, but also you need to think through the areas where you can nominate your people and become more vocal, where we can raise our voice. So that's what I would say, that is the request from myself to you. Because me being in my area, I also serve as a part of the citizen advisory board in the police area. So that gives more confidence to the community to reach out to the police and tell our problems, and someone will be very confident to reach out to them. So typically I never heard from UK, but there might be people who are already part of that community. But I would definitely recommend you to see options, opportunities where our people can be nominated and help the community, be a medium to serve them.
Definitely, Praveen. I would love to be media to get in served. And I've already urged most of the people to come forward, join us. It's nothing specific that we have to be on any background to do this. We can start from the scratch, anything. And here, most of the people are very helpful. They're like, they don't mind which background you're coming from. If you're ready to serve the community, they're always with you. And most of the people are coming forward. I have seen the difference now, and few Indians have also joined, and definitely we are going ahead in the right way.
Great. Thank you, Sudha. I think as a closing comments, definitely I would let you to talk some things which are in your heart, where you have to tell a message to the Indian community or your community members in your ward, please go ahead. Your next 2 to 3 minutes is your time to give the message through this media.
Thanks, Praveen. To all the members, I would specially thanks everyone for voting me and having the trust on me. The only difference what we make is whatever we see, if we think something is not going right, please raise. And there is someone always listening. If you need of any kind of help, any kind of support, or if you are thinking that there is something is not correct, please reach out to us. We are always there to help.
Thank you. Sudha, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for your efforts and what you have done so far to the community. And I'm sure that the community is watching you and they'll be supporting you in all your future aspirations or agenda to serve the community well. And we are really, really proud of you. And we want you to continue to do this and help people who are in need. And especially during this pandemic, we want your help, support, especially in the hospital area, getting the medicines, and people who are really positive how we can serve them to have their food, because these are the things, it makes a difference through your role. And we wish you all the best. And with that said, today we will conclude our insight with Praveen Puram, and we will be coming with more interesting topics. Whoever the NRI community doing the service to the community, achieving in their own role, or anything which is useful to the NRI community from the business perspective, personal perspective, career aspiration, or anything. So please keep watching, please share so that at least they can learn. And stay tuned for tomorrow. We'll be talking on the interesting topic, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data analytics from the experts. So this is an opportunity for all of you to share, subscribe, and be connected. Please feel free to reach out to Sudha for any of your issues. And if you have any things, please do reach out to us as well. We can help you. And we are the medium connecting good people. Thank you again. Have a
Thanks a
wonderful
lot,
day.
Praveen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.